Welcome, graduates, families, and loved ones, to the School of Neuroscience commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. This virtual ceremony is our way of saying thank you for being a part of the School of Neuroscience. Some of you joined us from the very beginning when you started at Virginia Tech. Others joined a little later once you realized how fascinating the field is. But either way, you are all here today because of your shared enthusiasm for learning about the most complex organ in the human body, the brain. Neuroscience here at Virginia Tech isn't just a major where you're one in a sea of hundreds of other students. The School of Neuroscience is a community. It's a home, a place that caters to your interests and encourages you to be curious and continue exploring. For many of you, it feels like a family. So today, we want to recognize each of you and congratulate you on your accomplishments. Coming up, you'll hear some congratulatory messages from your peers and speeches from two students that have made outstanding contributions to the School of Neuroscience. But first, I'd like to introduce the director of the School of Neuroscience, Dr. Michael Fox.
Well, we finally made it to commencement. On behalf of all of the faculty and staff in the School of Neuroscience, I would like to start by congratulating all of our graduating seniors and welcoming their families and friends in our celebration of their amazing accomplishments. As you heard from Dr. Phillips, my name is Michael Fox, and I'm a professor here in the School of Neuroscience. Almost 1 year ago, I took over as director of the school. You can probably all imagine that my concept of what this first year of directing the school would be ended up being quite different than the reality. The same can be said of our graduating seniors as they imagine their senior years when they first arrived in Blacksburg a few years ago. But here we are, a year after classes abruptly transitioned to virtual formats, research labs had to close their doors. Yet despite these drastic changes, our graduating students adapted and they continued to achieve. In just a minute, I'll introduce two students that are shining examples of this. In fact, as a faculty member, it's been amazing to witness this. What our students were capable of achieving in the face of adversity was, in one word, astonishing, and it gives me great hope for their future endeavors and careers. So graduating seniors, take pride in your amazing accomplishments today. As you embark on the next chapter of life, carry with you what you've learned over your time here at Virginia Tech and this year about overcoming adversity. And remember the critical thinking skills in science that you learned with us here in the School of Neuroscience. And go do great things in the world. As you look back in your time here in Blacksburg, know that this will always be your home and you'll always be important members of the School of Neuroscience family. Now enough for me, time for those important introductions I promised. Our first speaker is Christine Fonce. Christine double majored in experimental neuroscience and medicinal chemistry. She served as a neuroscience ambassador for 2 years, lead ambassador for 1, and is currently serving as chapter president of NeuroSci, a National Neuroscience Honor Society. She undertook independent research in Dr. Basinski's lab and will be springboarding off that experience to begin a PhD program in pharmacology at the University of Pennsylvania in the fall. Most recently, Christine was recognized with the College of Science Outstanding Senior Award. Christine, thank you for speaking today and congratulations on all of your accomplishments. Our second speaker is Katie Grandinetti. Katie majored in clinical neuroscience with a minor in the new Adaptive Brain and Behavior program, which evolved from one of Virginia Tech's destination areas. She served as a neuroscience ambassador for 2 years as well, lead ambassador for 1, and is currently serving as chapter secretary for the NeuroSci Honor Society. Katie undertook multiple independent research experiences, including those with Dr. Hodes and Dr. Phillips. Katie has a passion for science communication and public outreach, something that you're definitely going to see in her speech in a few minutes. And it was these aspects of her passions that were incorporated into an independent study project with Dr. Phillips. Based on these interests, you can see why the next step in her career will be a master's in public health. Katie, thank you for speaking today and congratulations on all of your accomplishments.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the School of Neuroscience class of 2021. While I regret not being able to celebrate this moment together in the Moss Arts Center, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty relieved to be giving this speech in front of a camera instead of 1,000 people. My favorite tradition at Virginia Tech is one that is unique to the School of Neuroscience and even more specific to graduation. In the past, after each graduate walked across the stage, they were handed a red carnation. Graduates were told that this carnation should go to someone who has positively impacted their time in college. This has always been my favorite moment because amidst all the pomp and circumstance, graduates had the opportunity to pause, reflect, and to practice gratitude. Today, I want to encourage all of my fellow graduates to take a moment to reflect and imagine who they might be giving their red carnation to. I would suspect that for many of you, it is difficult to narrow it down to one person. However, due to our virtual nature, I encourage you not to limit yourself to just one. Send out multiple red carnations. Let me take a moment to introduce myself and tell you a little about why practicing gratitude is so important to me. My name is Christine, and I love the School of Neuroscience so much that I decided to stay for a 5th year. However, I wasn't always so enthusiastic about college. For those who do not know me, my start at Virginia Tech was tumultuous, to say the least. It got to a point where I printed out university withdrawal forms and applied to transfer universities as a way to start over. So as you might imagine, I'm a bit shocked myself that I'm here recording this speech. During my freshman year, I met a graduate student in my former research lab who would become the reason I stayed at Virginia Tech. That graduate student showed me the unwavering support and kindness that he didn't even know I needed. He became my first mentor, and I have every reason to thank him for giving me the strength to continue. Even though I knew at that time how influential he was to me, I never took the time to properly thank him. I always thought that I would have that chance, but I never did. You see, he passed away the summer before my sophomore year. For those who experienced unexpected loss, you might resonate with my regret of not saying something to my mentor while I had the chance. But as I reflected on why I hadn't given thanks, I realized that society does not condition us to give thanks regularly. We are expected to participate in this pressure cooker society, always being asked what's next, always looking ahead, but never taking a moment to look back and to see how far we've come. So today, I want to take this moment with you to look back together and imagine all of the red carnation deserving people in our lives. Maybe for you, it's Dr. Klein for his enthusiastic love of neuroscience and teaching, or Dr. Phillips for introducing you to the career path you are pursuing, the research professors who gave you unlimited opportunities to learn and sometimes fail in the research lab, or maybe it's a peer or loved one who got you through these past years. Whoever it is, I urge you not to let this moment go without telling them how much they mean to you. As we prepare to take the next steps in our lives, we have the chance to begin the cycle of giving back, a chance to embody ut prosum. As we enter the world with our very expensive pieces of paper, people will start seeking guidance from you. While you may be intimidated to be a mentor, I hope you know that mentorship is something that can be learned from trial and error. It might take a couple of times to familiarize yourself with how you want to mentor others. But we are not starting without guidance. The neuroscience faculty and staff have been setting an example for us since our first day of classes. I'm sure that when you reflect on your mentors here at Virginia Tech, it's not the specific skills or knowledge that they have taught you, but rather it's the way that they taught you. They didn't rely on any fancy scientific techniques to impact your lives, but rather they simply relied on human skills. As you contemplate which characteristics you wish to embody as a mentor, reflect on the qualities of the carnation-deserving people in your life and start practicing them. Now, I'm not saying that this will be easy. Patience is not an easy virtue to practice. Trust me, my poor family knows how hard I've struggled with that one. But in all seriousness, I hope that you seek out opportunities to mentor others. Embrace it when someone asks you for help. And though I'm asking you to strive to be carnation deserving to someone in your future, keep handing out your own metaphorical red carnations too, and don't procrastinate on it. Once again, congratulations, neuroscientists. I cannot wait to see the leaders you become.
Good morning, class of 2021. First and foremost, congratulations. This is such a special moment for us. And on that note, neuroplasticity. Yes, you thought you were on a break from talking about science, having just received your diploma, and now probably breathing a sigh of relief. But here I am on your screen, bringing up this scientific phenomenon of neuroplasticity. We know it as the ability of the brain to form new synaptic connections through changes in structure or function after encountering a new stimulus. And for our families who didn't study neuroscience, the brain is essentially Play-Doh. It can be molded. Success of this is shown by the way the brain is able to adapt, master new skills, and keep memories. I am sure we have all heard the wise old adage, the more you know, the more you grow. To my fellow neuroscience majors, there's a quote by Frederick Douglass that goes, "If there is no struggle, there is no progress." But the thing is, that struggle-free place is so comfortable, and growing, whether it's of the self or in knowledge, feels uncomfortable. Take a moment and picture yourself during your first week at Virginia Tech. We each may have been dropped off days before by family or friends. We're told to just be ourselves, and then we're suddenly left surrounded by complete strangers. We now see ourselves heading to our first neuroscience class. Mine was the orientation seminar. We may have arrived there obnoxiously early or walked in embarrassingly late, quickly grabbed a seat, probably next to a stranger again. We wondered if the person sitting next to us would be in our other classes or if we had anything in common. And so many questions. Who would our friends be? Do people actually go to office hours? Why is it always raining in Blacksburg? What was an Enter Sandman? And to be dramatic, we have several more years of this. What mark would I make on Virginia Tech? I may speak for all of us and say that this all felt daunting and uncomfortable. However, as we started to know our way around, everything began to feel a little more comfortable. Our minds began to recognize the struggles we had seen before as now just regular aspects of our day-to-day lives. We were slowly able to perfect that neuron drawing, slip into class exactly at the starting time, publicly speak more confidently, get to know this great town, and enter into the world of science in Virginia Tech. Whether we realized it or not, we were rewiring ourselves and will only continue to do so. You may have heard behind every successful person is blank. It is definitely family or friends, our incredible neuroscience faculty, or a substantial amount of caffeine. But what is also behind your success is you. It wasn't until this year that I realized success itself is not the goal. Success is the circumstance where you have met your goals, which only you can truly decide to make and complete. To do that, it takes constant pursuit of growth and knowledge, which we have all demonstrated as evidenced by the fact that we are here today. Along the way, we were collecting tools for a utility belt and getting ready to go to the front lines of the construction site that is life. This belt is equipped with what we all share in common: resilience, grit, the ability to communicate science, friendships, endless curiosity, and the knowledge of the inner workings of the heart of it all, the brain. Little did we know that faces would become learned names would become acquaintances, and acquaintances would become friends, which would last throughout our time here. We were also surrounded by incredible resources and mentors. Our professors lit the match that kindled a fire that was strong enough to last through a global pandemic. So class of 2021, do not worry. We are the definition of success and neuroplasticity. I can say with certainty that graduating with a neuroscience degree from the best university, and yes, I am biased, is completing a huge goal for all of us. We also were fortunate to have immense help along the way. We each have left our own mark on Virginia Tech. Some of you may have led student organizations. Some of you may have been active in clubs. Some of you did the big event and served the Blacksburg community. And many of us may have been to campus events such as the football games. Despite our record, in that one street right next to Lane Stadium, you know, the very central one. Personally, I have to especially thank my family, who encouraged me and patiently let me talk about neuroscience. The friends who made this hokey experience so fun, from grabbing a slice of Benny's to late nights in Riva studying. A special shout out goes to Dr. Phillips and Dr. Sontheimer for their mentorship and awesome study abroad program. Thank you to Dr. Rainville, Dr. Hodis, and the Hodis Lab for helping me grow into the scientist that I am today. And lastly, class of 2021, thanks for the friendships and for being a bunch of extreme nerds. You all pushed me to be a better person, both inside and outside of the classroom. Because of you, I formed new patterns of thought and embraced new experiences. As you enter into this new phase of life, use those new synaptic connections to your benefit. Wherever you end up, know that you continue to form new ones. The science shows that you'll be able to do it again. We didn't just go through our years here, we grew through them. We answered those initial questions, we progressed in education and knowledge and relationships. Continue to stay curious, pursue science, and pursue the uncomfortable, because that will enable you to achieve your potential. I am honored and blessed to be sharing this moment with you all. So as you graduate officially today from the School of Neuroscience, know that you are successful and you will only welcome more success into your life. Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it. From practicing diagrams till 2 a.m. to reluctantly dissecting cockroaches in Neurolab. It was through the struggle of the difficult classes that we became a strong and tight-knit community. One of my favorite memories in neuroscience was traveling to Riva and Italia, Switzerland, and learning from amazing professors, Dr. Phillips and Dr. Sontheimer. They taught us neuroscience from a global perspective. We also had the ability to research an aspect of neuroscience that we found particularly fascinating. I'm so thankful to be surrounded by like-minded individuals that push me to be better, not only in the classroom, but in life. Again, congratulations.
Class of 2021, I'm Madeline.
And I'm Katie.
And we've had to
And even with that,
we made it here today.
and we just want to say,
Hey, class of 2021, congratulations. We've made it this far, which is just fantastic. One of my favorite memories from the School of Neuroscience is all of the hands-on dissections that we did in Intro to Neuro Lab 1. Honestly, if we can dissect a cockroach and hook the electrodes to its nerve fibers, I'm pretty sure we can do anything. So congratulations, best of luck, and I really cannot wait to see all of the success that follows.
Hey, class of 2021, we did it! Congratulations on all that you have accomplished. We would not be here today without our families, our professors, our mentors, our advisors, and everybody who has guided us here thus far, so thank you. Our time wasn't just 4 years. It was many D2 Sunday brunches, sprints across the drill field, jumps to enter Sandman, late nights in Newman and Sandy, long conversations with Mohammed, Sarah, Annie, whiteboards full of our attempts at drawing different circuits and features of the brain, and then many full inboxes, runs to the store for blue light glasses, and then a continued effort to foster relationships that we made in our introductory classes. We've come so far individually and as a class. As we venture out in the world, I hope that you all bring with you all the memories that we've made together. Go Hokies!
Despite the challenges the past year has brought to all of you, the class of 2021 has come out on top. There have been a number of accomplishments and outstanding performances in academics, research, and extracurriculars. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some distinguishing awards that were presented to neuroscience students this year. The Award for Excellence in Language Sciences is given annually to the top student graduating with a language sciences minor. This year's award was jointly presented to 2 students, both of whom happen to be neuroscience graduates. Nicole DeFore has been actively involved in linguistics research outside the classroom, including conducting an independent study on synthetic speech and its effect on human trust. She presented her work at several regional and national conferences, including the Acoustical Society of America and Southeastern Conference on Linguistics. Nicole has also served as the president of the Undergraduate Research Club for the last 2 years. Lily Carroll has excelled in linguistic coursework and presented one of her papers at this year's Virginia Area Undergraduate Research Conference at William & Mary. She's also worked in a number of in the labs of faculty across the language sciences and presented a collaborative project at the Southeastern Conference on Linguistics. Congratulations to both Lily and Nicole for this recognition. Next, we have the Phi Kappa Phi Medallion Award. Phi Kappa Phi is the nation's oldest and most selective honor society. and each year it awards a medallion to the student with the highest academic standing in each college. This year, this prestigious honor was awarded to Hannah Bailey. Hannah graduated with a double major in cognitive and behavioral neuroscience and psychology. In addition to her outstanding academic performance, Hannah has been actively involved in research, most notably in the lab of Dr. Chris Thompson. She's worked on the Big Event, the Virginia Tech Design for America Club, and served on the Dean's Leadership Council for the College of Science. This fall, Hannah will begin her graduate studies in the PhD program in neuroscience at Brown University. Congratulations, Hannah. Each year, the College of Science solicits nominations from each department for 2 awards, the Outstanding Senior Research Award and the Outstanding Senior Award. I'm proud to share that the winners of both college-level awards were neuroscience graduates. The Outstanding Senior Research Award is awarded to students that have demonstrated excellence in research. Madeline Musaeus was selected as the School of Neuroscience's nominee for this award. Her remarkable accomplishments were recognized by the rest of the College of Science, and she was selected as the College of Science Outstanding Senior Researcher. Madeline has been a member of Dr. Tim Jerome's lab since 2019, studying the epigenetics of fear memory formation. During her time in the lab, she's published 4 papers, one of which she was first author. She also has 3 more in preparation, another of which is first author. Outside of research, Madeline is a student ambassador for the School of Neuroscience, president of MedLife at VT, and is a medical scribe at the Bradley Free Clinic. After graduation, Madeline plans to work as a medical assistant and aspires to earn either an MD, PhD, or MD, MPH. Well done, Madeline. The Outstanding Senior nominee is selected based on outstanding performance across several areas: academic achievement, extracurricular involvement, leadership, and service to the community. This year, the School of Neuroscience selected Christine Fonts for this distinction, and she was unanimously selected by the College of Science as this year's College of Science Outstanding Senior. Christine has been a member of Dr. Matt Buzinski's lab for the last 3.5 years. She's presented her work on numerous occasions and has co-authored 1 publication. Outside the lab, she's been a mentor and seminar leader for the Hillcrest Living and Learning community, and she served as one of their resident advisors. Last year, she was awarded the Ryan Clark Award for Most Outstanding Spirit. Christine was a founding member of New Rho Psi and served as its president for the past year. She was also one of the first School of Neuroscience student ambassadors and served as the lead ambassador in her 2nd year. She's been awarded a number of very prestigious scholarships, including the Astronaut Scholarship, the Claire Booth Luce Research Fellowship, and the Aspire Award at Virginia Tech. In the fall, Christine will begin her graduate studies at the University of Pennsylvania, where she's pursuing her PhD in pharmacology. Congratulations, Christine. Hawa Adawa. Akansha Anvil. Amber Marie Atreed. Nicole Alexandra Newberry Bader. Hannah Bailey. Abina Baral. Aditi Bargoda. Emily Baruch. Victoria Lorraine Bechtold. Bailey Burks. Alan Blaha. Lillian Bliakin. Mami Owusua Waten. Caitlin Renee Bobbitt. Haley Vanessa Bonilla. Natalie Boyle. Jack Browning. Sarah Margaret Bryant. Reagan Bullins. Margaret Bushman. Madeline Louise Burns. Dylan Carlson. Lily Carroll. Jordan Casey. Isabel Lori Clyde. Natalie Cockram. Leah Cooper. Ryan D'Onofrio. Nicole DeFore. Ronald Baraga Delanoy. Aaliyah Maria Teresa Donnelly. Natasha Doshi. Alec Ducharme. Haley Dunster. Christopher John Duval. Maria Edelman. Ariel Falcon. Christine Fonts. Brittany Nicole Fogg. Benjamin Michael Forrest. Jordan Erica Fox. Natasha Gato. Jordan Elizabeth Gilardi. Benita Golamudi. Fatini Theodoros Buletas. Catherine Grandinetti. Shay Greco. Daphne Gemfi. Lexi Hackman. Nora Hagihi. Madison Carol Haight. Jennifer Lynn Harmon. Taha Hassad. Alexandra Harisco. Seth Herndon. Allie Hill. Asma Ibrahim. Samantha Ingram. Cameron Ryan Johnson. Nicole Surin Kang. Makta Kidani. Sarah Kreider. Soin Kumar. Brenna Page Lafferty. William Cole Lamb. Kylie Ann Lanigan. Amanda Lawler. Rachel T. Lay. Davis Leitner. Austin Leung. Zoe Lindquist. Benita Luke. Jinyui Luo. Jessica Lynn Maltman. Linda Mahmood. Cecilia Marinek. Kathleen Rose Marshalko. Alyssa Catherine McCullen. Anvitha Rao Medpali. Mary Elise Moore. Sydney Moriarty. Riley Morone. Caroline Yuma. Madeline Alice Musaeus. Phoebe Nguyen. Jui Patel. Madeline Paulson. Netta Pazuki. Jordan Mackenzie Phipps. Courtney Elizabeth Prim. Dylan Thomas Quattel. Grace Roush. Alexandra Joanna Reed. Victoria Rose Reznikov. Grace Reznikov. Kyle Anders Rice. Matthew Ritter. Rosemarie Frances Rizzi. Elena Marshawn Robinson. Julia Michelle Rushlow. Caroline Sully. Eric Sanderlin. Lydia Shar. Jui Sharma. Cameron Smith. Akshana Somasundar. Alexandra Spenek. Jessica Marie Spicer. Nicole Stevens. Kevin Swinson. Walter James Tatera. Natalie Tella. Sashana Travers. Kelsey Truong. Emma Turton. Isabella Valenza. Krista May Ambalong Ventura. McKenna Kelly Watson. Emily Rachel White. Corinne Elizabeth Wisman. Adrienne Alexa Williams. Christian Wu. Jin Yoon. Anna Zavadil.
Thank you, Class of 2021, for letting us be a part of your education. It has been a privilege being your professor. On behalf of all the faculty and staff in the school, I congratulate you on this remarkable accomplishment and wish you a journey that is filled with adventure, exploration, and opportunities to keep growing. Congratulations, and go Hokies!